Hey, you guys remember when Joe Biden's economic policy was going to create more jobs than Donald Trump's, and I know how to do economy? And it's like, well, fucker, you sucked every single month over and over and over again. It wasn't that long ago we just talked about new unemployment claims just reaching another fucking high, breaking some more records. Well, we got another record in the opposite direction. American employers added 194,000 jobs in September. That sounds pretty good, far below expectations. That doesn't sound very good. U.S. employers added fewer than 200,000 jobs in September, sharply undershooting market expectations and painting a picture of a labor market recovery that's on wobbly footing. I fucking wonder why. Look at how many pieces of paper in every goddamn fucking window, and if you don't have the jab, you don't get a fucking job at an increasing clip. The Labor Department's jobs report released October 8th shows that non-farm payroll employment rose a paltry 194,000 last month, down from last month's upwardly revised 366,000, and far below the FactSet provided a consensus forecast of 5. Holy fuck, that is under half. Under fucking half. But I'm doing a great job, and people appreciate what I'm doing, and I'm not taking any questions. Bye. Gotta go. It's time for me to go. Dinner's on, soup's on. It's like, come on. Come on, Joe. Your fucking act is wearing thin, my dude. It delivered a surprisingly weak payroll numbers. Hamrick, that is Mark Hamrick, Bankrate senior economic analyst, that is. At the same time, the nation's unemployment rate slipped 0.4 to a pandemic-era low of 4.8%. Fewer jobs, lower unemployment rate. So what, are you guys just kind of cooking the books on this one, saying that more people are just aging out? Oh, okay, cool. Total number of unemployed persons, just like birthing persons, fell by 710,000 to 7.7 million. The report showed, while it's considerably lower than the pandemic era high, it remains elevated compared to the 5.7 million just prior to the outbreak. Yeah, but Joe Biden's doing a good job, trust me. Overall, government payrolls fell by 123,000 jobs in September, which was offset by an increase of 317,000 on private payrolls. Cool. Fewer people on the government tit. I do appreciate that. Labor force participation rate, which measures people working or actively looking for work, remained a little changed at 61.6%, a historically depressed level. Oh boy, does that not signal things to come. In February 2020, the labor force participation rate stood at 63.6%, with a historic peak of 67.3% in April 2000. Oh my god, everybody was really excited for incoming President George W. Bush at the time. Wow. With only 194,000 jobs added back to our economy last month, it is clear that President Biden's failed economic policies are shuttering small businesses, wrote Republicans in the House Committee on Small Business on Twitter. Yeah, no shit. Okay? Because honestly, this is kind of what we ended up getting. You had the expected jobs reports, 500,000 new jobs to be reported. Boy, it sure looked great and wonderful and an attractive proposition. And then you got the actual jobs report. Better left unsaid. But that's all right. I just kind of assumed that they might be cooking the books on this one. How would I know that? Well, Joe shambled up to the podium. There was no questions afterwards, but in addressing new mandates and all that kind of fun stuff that's coming down the pipeline that, I don't know, might be a reason why there's more jobs out there than people actually being able to fill them. But hey, he had this to say in regards to United Airlines, okay? When you see headlines and reports of mass firings and hundreds of people losing their jobs, look at the bigger story. Look at the bright side, okay? United went from 59% of their employees vaccinated to 99%. It's all about getting those fucking numbers up, eh? You old fucking fossil. Oh, but he had to go up there, and he had to try to build back a little bit better off the back of the dismal job report. I can't overstate how just absolutely tone-deaf and stupid that previous comment was. 59% of people employed, or 59% of people vaccinated, and then you just fucking fire just about half of your workforce. Okay, 2/5 of your workforce is just gone in an instant. Oh my god. And that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing, because we need more vaccinated people that are employed. Cool. Build back better indeed. Yeah, but Joe had to spin that ridiculous and absolutely abysmal jobs report. Stupid Biden spoke on Friday to address the poor showing of jobs numbers during the month of September. In defense of his prognosis that the economy and the nation, he said that the numbers released on Friday were from the week ending in September 13th, and that this was particularly a bad time for COVID. Oh no, but you have a plan, and you were going to solve the virus. Oh my God, you weren't going to shut down the economy. You weren't going to shut down people. You were going to shut down the virus, Joe. But what? All of a sudden, it's a particularly tough time as different states across the nation are recording lower than normal caseloads and more people are ditching mask mandates. Like, oh, okay, but it's a particularly bad time because Joe said so. And I believe Joe. Like, obviously somebody who takes questions from reporters. Oh, wait, he didn't do that? Oh, okay. Obviously he's trustworthy, though. Come on. Let's be fair, because he did have this brilliant piece of insight. Remember, today's report is based on a survey that was taken during the week of September the 13th, not today. Okay, cool. Just because it happened a few weeks ago and there's a whole bunch of other jobs that are out there and not being filled doesn't mean that the jobs report sucks. It just means it's old. And normally what we should do with things that are old is we should just totally disregard them. I agree. September the 13th, on COVID cases, we're averaging more than 150,000 per day. Oh, yeah, locking down that virus, eh? Since then, we've seen the daily cases fall by more than 1/3 and they're continuing to trend down. Get the jab! We're continuing to make progress. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Very, very coherent, very insightful. Thank you for the support, President. This comes one day after he spoke with praise about his vaccination mandates for businesses with more than 100 employees. Again, he's just continuing to lobby private businesses for, it's like, you should implement vaccine mandates. And it's like, well, what about yours up at the top so we have some legal backing if you want us to do this? I'm not saying anybody should. He still just can't point to how they're going to be able to legally enforce it, which should probably tell you something. Anyways, which has led to many employees getting vaccinated, but also many terminations. He said on Thursday that the nation's current economic problems are a result of there being too many people right now who are not yet vaccinated. The problem with the unvaccinated is that they're not vaccinated. Okay, thanks. Right now, things in Washington, as you all know, are awfully noisy, like me. Except for the hours between 6 in the evening and 11 in the morning. Then I'm just absolutely just so quiet. Okay. I might snore a little bit. Our turnout in the news and every conversation is a confrontation, man. We need to come together. We need to unify as a country. Every disagreement is a crisis. With zero self-awareness, he's saying this. That's fun. But when you take a step back and look at what's happening, we're actually making real progress. Just not in the economy. Just not when it comes to getting the virus under control, right? Just, not in any measurable metric. But yeah, we're doing great. Okay. Maybe it doesn't seem fast enough. Yeah, because normally you just measure things going faster going forward, okay? Normally you don't take a look at things and register them as going fast enough when they're fully in reverse. I'd like to see faster, and we're going to make it faster. How are you going to do that, Joe? Do you still have that plan going? Awesome. But I would like to, as I said, moving faster. What? We're making consistent, steady progress, though. We're going faster because we're moving faster and we're making steady progress. 81 million votes, guys. Most popular president of all time. But hey, don't worry about it. In regards to the very disappointing jobs report, don't worry about it. Some federal employees with a valid vaccine exemption could still be fired. Yeah, because we need to get those rookie numbers up, obviously. White House officials said on behalf of Joe Biden, because he's probably out in Delaware or Camp David for the weekend, that the COVID-19 vaccine mandate for all federal workers and contractors allow for some religious, or regrettably, especially for Democrats, because your religion is the government and they're telling you to get the fucking jab, or medical exemptions. But agencies may still fire certain employees who are no longer, where no other safety protocols are enough. Oh, okay, cool. So even if you have a religious or a medical reason and you haven't gotten the jab, yeah, we still got to fire you because we need total compliance. There may be circumstances which the agency determines that the nature of the employee's job responsibility requires heightened safety protocols if they are provided with a legally required exemption. Can you even point to one scenario where that would be the case? Like, okay, cool. If you have two people working, one's vaccinated and one can't be for a medical reason, it's like, what are you trying to do here? Are you just trying to leak it out there that maybe, the vaccine's not as fucking super fantastic as you want everybody to believe? Like, is that where we're going? Okay. And this was according to a new guidance posted on the federal government's Safer Federal Workforce Task Force website. How many fucking words do you need for this just ridiculous federal program? In some cases, the nature of the employee's job may be such that the agency determines that no safety protocol other than vaccination is adequate. Okay, cool. Just let the government tell you what your medical status should be. Isn't that just the crux of everything that we're talking about? In such circumstances, the agency may deny the requested accommodation. Yeah, because the government is God and they're in control of your medical records. Learn to love it. Speaking of which, we got a little bit of Canadian news. Just a touch to end the day. Okay, Ontario town requires full vaccination to get married. Just in case if you thought the United States was slowly going towards government as God, don't worry. You just need to look up a little bit further north and you'll just see that in full fucking bloom. Oh my God. If you're looking to get married in the town of Oakville, Ontario, that's not really a small city, but okay. Yeah, you have to show full proof of vaccination in order to obtain a marriage. Jesus fucking Christ. Just get married at a church, okay? If you're stupid enough in today's day and age to want to get married, just do it through the church, okay? Just do it that way, okay? The government shouldn't be involved in it anyways, but whatever. As part of Oakville's vaccination requirements that started on September 22nd, those making any new appointments for a marriage license and ceremonies will be required to show full proof of full vaccination prior to make an appointment. Why? This is literally the justification of you can't learn online because you aren't vaccinated. Okay, like do you need to perform the ceremony right there in the government building? Okay, cool. We don't need to use the justice of the peace. That's cool. That's fine. We were gonna have a ceremony by ourselves. Oh, okay, cool. Is everybody jabbed up to be there? No. Okay, cool. You can't get married. What? Oh, because you're already getting fucked by the government and we don't really recognize adultery. Anyways, you want to talk about some scary shit? Okay, because we already have the... because what was that, yesterday or Thursday or Wednesday or something like that? The last time, the one with Trudeau having the fucking headdress on there when we were talking about the travel ban for all unvaccinated people. So you're not allowed to hop on a plane or a train at this point without showing your papers by the end of the month. But now it's going to be, in order to just leave Canada, okay, you're going to have to get the fucking poke. And then you're going to have to get the booster poke. And you're always just going to have to be vaccinated or whatever the government deems to be vaccinated, okay? And this isn't from some fringe conspiracy theory website, okay? This is from CBC News, okay? And unfortunately, it's in French. But, at Google, at least, hey, you got to shit on them from time to time. But they at least have a pretty decent translate option. So this is originally in French, so if some of this shit doesn't really line up for you guys, if you were to go double check the article, or if we don't read everything, feel free. But Ottawa will ban all unvaccinated people from leaving Canada. After November 30th, air passengers will have yeah, see, we already have some goofy translations. Air passengers who have not received 2 recognized jabs will not be able to travel from a Canadian airport. Sweet. Information went unnoticed by confirming on Wednesday an announcement already made by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his team. Details concerning the compulsory vaccination for civil servants, but also for travelers. Yeah, so this reaches now to just... just to leave and go back to your country, okay, even if you wanted to. Or it's like, hey, I've always been talking about if things start to get a little bit squirrely, I'll just load up my vehicle and then just drive through the border. Well, it looks like that's my only chance at this point. And yeah, that also applies because I don't think I specifically mentioned it, but the planes and the trains and public transportation at this point, you have to show your papers in order to hop on board. Well, that doesn't just apply for adults. That's anybody over the age of 12. Okay, and here's the Minnie Mao right here. Yeah, Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, Theresa Tam, says that vaccinating 5 to 11-year-olds will make a difference in preventing future COVID outbreaks. Talking about conditioning children. This is Canada. And this type of insanity isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So I plan accordingly, guys. I don't know what to tell you, okay? If you thought that, oh my God, I need to do this in order to keep my kids safe. Well, now they're coming for your kids. So if you thought keeping your head down and not saying anything and hopefully they'll just, you know what, kind of go right past you, they're coming by and they're starting to knock on your door. So 5 to 11 years old, it's pretty much everybody. But yeah, hate to start the day with a bummer, but hopefully it picks up from there. Thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.